inner ears.
Okay.
And I can't do it. I can't hear myself. Right. I might have to be a little late today. We've been trying to figure this out for like an hour. That's all I'm thinking. Test. Hey, it's still.
Is it still right?
It's still on the right ear.
I hear you have an immaculate
Yeah, we
garden.
didn't sound check. It's still not working.
So I don't know.
Do you like only outdoor plants, or are you an indoor plant person too?
Okay, well, I'm not gonna.
I haven't gotten to the outdoor plant world yet, but I just love the indoor stuff. Someone was like, he has a world-renowned garden. I was like, that's the coolest thing I've ever heard.
Can I pop this
That's awesome.
right here for you?
What?
And I'll give you as
What about
close
her?
as I can to your monitor. It's gonna be the
I
same
don't
as
know.
everybody's got.
Her answer was very unclear.
He needs me in the inner ear, so.
Yeah, have them text them and say just they'll
He's gonna hear you.
LB will tell them where to go for sure.
You can try. I mean, I need a good 10 minutes just to kind of get dressed. If you guys give me a few minutes.
Okay. Take what you need right now.
Rabbi, we can do some banter.
Welcome, boys and girls.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
When do you want this?
So let's do it right after the Shema. So when we finish the Shema, and
So
just,
we're going to take and put it on the floor.
okay,
Nice and loud.
great, awesome,
Works. So it's going to help me.
good. Did you see my invitation to teach on
I
all night?
saw that you sent me an email. I haven't gotten to it, so I'm gonna read it.
Okay, so I'll tell you. And so on Shavuot, the holiday of Shavuot, we stay up all night and we meditate and chant and learn Torah. Yeah, we've been doing this for 14
no
years.
idea.
Yeah,
That's so
it's awesome. Mickey actually was part of it last year too.
Oh my God.
But my invitation was to teach, to offer some kind of like 45 minutes to an hour. Anything that is Lexi but rooted in Torah, I have something.
Yeah. Well, can we have a meeting about it?
Of course. I will give you whatever support you need. But I recognize your gifts to share, and I want to, and so whatever I can do to help it grounded in Torah.
I would love that. I would love that.
Yeah, so take a look at the date, look at all of it. It's on a Tuesday night, so it's like an all.
I still got I'm an old soul, but I've got the young ability to stay up.
Yes.
Oh, hey! So happy you're here.
I'm happy I'm here too.
Hey!
Yeah. I'm going to the yard side.
We got to celebrate her life at the women's retreat.
With the women's retreat, it was not the Jewish date.
It was the English day.
Yeah, it was the English.
So it's today.
Gisela?
Oh, I did.
Yeah, I want
Gisela.
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 Ah,
The Deutsche Name challenge for you this year.
how special.
My sister, my mom.
I think that
So Tyler, are we setting this up with the monitor now?
He has the phone.
Okay, good.
Can I just get
Yeah. Let me get out of here.
Rabbi, did you hear what happened at women's retreat with my guitar?
No, what happened with your
I bought a new guitar for the women's retreat because I was going to plug it in and it was all ready. And I get there, we do a little song session. It was great. It was plugged and it was beautiful. And then I stand up with Kim, ready to start Friday night services. And I'm so excited. And then the strap breaks and then it goes parallel or perpendicular to the floor. And then the plug snaps it in and clean break in front of everybody. Oh my gosh. But it was like the perfect opportunity to just sit with my feelings in front of a large group of people and just, everyone looked at me and was just like, oh, it was, my roomie's here. But like, it just, things happen in such divine ways.
It is. Every single thing is open, and the trick is always, and that is just like you said, like whatever our experience is about it, even if our experience is really tough.
Yeah.
How do we get into that? And make space for that.
For sure.
hear anything. I'm like not hearing anything.
Can we just go with the monitor? I know that. Can we just go with the monitor?
Give me 1 second. I think I just figured it out. Test. Hey, hey. Yeah, it's good.
She said she was, but Marsha, you don't always know.
But we love her.
We love her. I adore her. Not even love, adore her.
I'm getting there to your side.
Okay.
I never had sound that we just had. So give me a minute so I can.
I'll pick it up.
Ay la 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 ya la 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 la. Ay la 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 la. Ay la 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 ya la 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 la. Ay la 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 la. You take the cello out. Ay la 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 ya la 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 la. Ay la 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 la. Ay la 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 ya la 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 la. Ay la 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 la. Ay la la la.
Let's hear you.
Join us. Ay la 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 ya la 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 la. Ay la 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 la. Ay la 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 ya la 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 la. Ay la 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 la. Ay la la la.
Welcome everyone to Soul Spark Shabbat. So glad to be able to share this sacred space with everyone. I'm Kavod Weeder, one of the rabbis here, and I'm just honored to share the bima with Mikey Pauker and Evan Wool on the drums, and Marcy Howard and Lexi James and vocals, and Steve Velez, cello. And just a couple logistical things before we launch in. If you're new to Temple Bethel, welcome. Even if you're not new, welcome. And the restrooms, if you need to use them at any moment, are down the hall and to the right. There's also a drinking fountain on the way. And you want to also note where the exits are in case there's an emergency. There's a exit right here that goes out into our yard and then into the parking lot. And then if you go straight down the hall right here, there's an exit right straight down on the way to the bathroom. And then, of course, the front door. So you can just be aware of those. Please make sure to have your cell phones silenced or on vibrate. Even check it, even if you're not sure, because it will definitely help preserve the space that we want to create together. We're getting ready for Passover. Some of us are feeling that more strongly than others, but I think all of us are very aware that it starts on Monday night. And it says in the Haggadah that every single person should tell the story as if we were in Egypt, going out of Egypt. And there's a lot of ways to understand that. But what I want to invite us to consider is that the story of Passover is our story. Not just our story for what happened to our ancestors, but the story that is about each and every one of our lives at every moment. And the key to understanding how that is true comes from the word for Egypt in Hebrew. The word for Egypt, Mitzrayim. Mitzrayim, the Hebrew root, Meitzar, means narrow place. Narrow place. So the going out of Egypt was the going out of the narrow place. And the truth is that each one of us always have the potential to go out of our own narrow place at any moment. A narrow place is a limited way of perceiving ourselves or the world. Growing as a person is about constantly leaving the narrow place. Growing as a person is being able to move from seeing things like this to maybe a little bit like this and a little bit like this, so that the limitations, our narrow way of viewing ourselves in the world, begin to expand. That's what going out of Egypt means. And that's why Passover, the Exodus story, is our foundational story as a people and as part of the human family. So all of us can consider, and I want to invite you just to feel in for a moment, tune into your body for a moment. Narrow place can manifest itself in tightness and tension. It manifests ourselves in stress, in our plans to do this and that. And on Shabbat, we get to switch from being a human doing to a human being. Take a moment to just let things go. I want to invite you to consider that the practice on the Seder night of reclining, right? Reclining doesn't have to mean twisting our bodies in some kind of awkward position to mimic what it might look like to recline. But instead, reclining, being a free person, is to relax, is to open, is to feel freedom in our bodies and our hearts and our spirit. That's what this evening's going to be about. It's going to be about how to open to a sense of inner freedom, a sense of expansiveness that we have the invitation to enter every week on Shabbat. To begin, to welcome us into this sacred space, it's my pleasure to invite up Wendy and Andy Schwartz to lead us in the lighting of candles. I want to invite everybody to stand. And as some of us are familiar, there's a practice that when we light the candles, before we say the blessing, we wave the light, right? Wave it into our eyes and cover our eyes. There's a very boring halachic reason, according to Jewish law, of why we cover our eyes before we light. But I prefer being able to imagine that we're taking light, clarity, insight, wisdom, connection, and we're bringing it into our body so that we almost imagine it coming in through our eyes and penetrating all the way down to our feet. Imagination, according to the Baal Shem Tov, is a sacred quality that we have. It's not just something that's not reality. Imagination is another way that we create reality. So see what we can do with our imagination with the lights of the Shabbat candles. Ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. When we open our eyes, we're in a whole different world. Thank you guys so much. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. You may be seated. So we're going to take some time with these Shabbat lights before we continue on our service. One of the oldest forms of meditation in our Jewish tradition is candle gazing. And there's really a sense of quieting the mind and focusing the mind in many traditions is about focusing on one point. I invite you to choose one or both of the candles to just fix your attention on. The Zohar, one of our mystical texts, envisions that the world is a garment that covers a deeper reality. You can almost imagine that the two candle flames are like pinpricks in that garment, and the light that is around us in everything all the time that we don't usually see is shining forth through those two pinpricks. Imagine that as you look at the light, that even though you see it in one place in space, the reality of the light is it surrounds us everywhere. There's no place where the light is not. It's only our perception that only lets us see it through those 2 points. And that light not only surrounds us, but is in each one of us. See if you can almost imagine in your organs and in your body that it's just radiating energy, light. We're going to start with a new melody. This is traced back to Rabbi Levi Yitzchak of Berdichev, 19th century spiritual master. His disciples preserved this according to tradition among the hundreds of years. And we get to open to it together. No words, so just invite you to sing.
Eloi, 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 Join us.
One of the ways to experience freedom is through song. There's a midrash, that commentary that takes the word Pharaoh, right? Who's the Pharaoh? The Pharaoh is the one that keeps us in that narrow place. Each one of us has our own inner Pharaoh, the one that tells us who we are, that we're this and not this. that tells us what we can do and what we can't do. And Pharaoh, if you spell it backwards, is Oref. And Oref is a word for neck. What's the neck? The neck is the passageway between the heart and the head, or the mouth. If that passageway is stopped up, that's the Pharaoh. The Pharaoh is keeping our hearts from being expressed out in the world with all of its ideas of who we should be. So how do we get the Pharaoh? How do we clear out that Pharaoh? Well, we sing. We sing to lubricate that space between the heart and the head. So Shiru Ladonai, sing to God. There's not, as you notice, there's a lot of lies we're going to do tonight. This is the one where you have some Hebrew to sing. We have the one page. There's a few that are up here if you don't have one. Lisa Beth can also, you can raise your hand if you need one. We get one to you. We'll start out with some of the words of the psalm that prepares us, but then we'll, of course, go into the lies. Shiru Ladonai, open our hearts, sing to the Holy One.
Allah, 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 like this. Like this. Allah, 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 and sing out, sing out. Allah, 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 sing out. Here we go. Let's go. Shabbat shalom. Faster. Shabbat shalom, 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 Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Follow me. Shabbat shalom. Let's hear those voices. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat is what freedom feels like. As part of the Kiddush blessing over the wine that we're going to sing at the end of the service, we say that Shabbat is a zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim. It's a remembering of what it means to be out of that narrow place. That's what Shabbat is. Whether we observe it from Friday night to Saturday night, that moment of being out of narrows and being able to fully open to energy, to life, to love, that is Shabbat. And our mystics in the 16th century really saw that Shabbat was about love. They composed these poems. Yedid Nefesh, beloved of my soul, and Lecha Dodi, welcome my beloved, let's greet the bride. Shabbat was personified as a bride, and we are getting married every single week. We're getting married to freedom. We're getting married to freedom. And that's freedom is an affair of the heart. So as we sing Lecha Dodi, we have the opportunity to open to a higher level of awareness. That first and fundamentally, love is the experience of what connects us. Lecha Dodi.
So last Shabbos, I was right about to go to sleep. I wanted an early Shabbat. I was tired. It was a long week. And I was sitting there, and I get a text from a friend of mine, and he says, "Hey, I'm playing at a theater in Los Angeles, in Wilshire. Will you come up and be my guest?" He was right about to go, and he had about an hour to go, and I was like, "Well, it's Shabbos. I want to hang out at home." So, but anyways, we went up, and we saw him. His name is Krishna Das. He's he's a Jewish guy who does this. He plays harmonium, and he plays for 10,000 people a night. I think there were about 8,000 people there last Friday. We showed up. He was playing this theater, and he was singing all these beautiful songs in Sanskrit. It was a beautiful thing. And during his last song, there's a prayer that he does to his connection of God, which is Hanuman, which is essentially like the monkey god to some people who are Hindus, who is the servant of Ram and the servant of Sita, who are the divine masculine and feminine. And he's singing this last song, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you know what would go perfect there? Lecha Dodi, because it's a love song. So I took the Sanskrit from my friend Krishna Das, and we added some Hebrew. So we're going to do the Lecha Dodi to the tune of Krishna Das's Hanuman Chalisa. And I'm going to sing it a few times, and then you're going to repeat after me. You're going to sing with Marcy and Lexi. How does that sound? Sound good?
And we have to mention that Krishna Das, of course, is Jewish.
Yeah, they're all Jews. You go to an ashram, and they're all Jews. You go to a yoga festival, they're all Jews. So this is how it goes. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Will you try it? Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. 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 So you're going to repeat after me. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. You. ובצוחלה, תוכמוני ימסגולה, בואי חלה, בואי בשלום לעטרת מעלה, גם בשמחה ובצוחלה, תוכמוני ימסגולה, בואי חלה, בשלום עטרת מעלה, גם בשמחה ובצוחלה, תוך אמוני ימסגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה, your turn. בואי בשלום עטרת מעלה, גם בשמחה ובצוחלה, תוך אמוני ימסגולה, בואי חלה, שבת נקבלה, לך לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה, לך לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה. Take a big breath in and let it go. A big breath in. Breathing anything in the Ruach, breathing in the Spirit of Creator, breathing it out. So did you know when you immerse yourself into waters, you do a mikveh, when you go into the water and you stop the breathing, the Kabbalists will say that you cease to breathe, so you die. And each time that you come out of the water, you take a breath in, that's life. And so in every single moment, we can move from that place of tightness, like the rabbi was saying, from the place of the narrows, and we can breathe in, and we can open up to the beauty that's around us when we just breathe. So the practice of singing and chanting is the practice of living. Let's live and let's praise Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. May we live, may we listen, may we wrestle. Join me. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai. Echad. Oh, Shekinah, Shekinah, Malchuto, Eolam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Good time. Shema
Israel, Adonai, Eloheinu, Adonai, Echad.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Good time. Shema
Israel, Adonai, Eloheinu, Adonai, Echad.
Listen. Join me, listen. Shema together. Shema Israel Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Shema Israel Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Again. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Listen. Listen.
Let your eyes close, go inside. Matzah. The thing that makes matzah different from bread is 18 minutes. The flour and water sitting for more than 18 minutes, it's not matzah, it's bread. 18 minutes. 18 is chai, life. So much of the time we are pursuing after experiences, becoming connoisseurs. I know that if I'm going to enjoy a cup of coffee, it's got to be a good one, or a piece of chocolate. Simple doesn't do it. What would it be like if we didn't have to pursue after experiences or things in order to be fulfilled? That freedom is being able to be present with whatever is happening in the moment, whatever is happening in life. And feel totally fulfilled. To feel the presence of the Holy One. We eat matzah on Passover because freedom is about being engaged with each moment of life. Nothing extra needs to be added, just the simple matzah. And when we really internalize matzah, then we can be with the person in front of us and be present to the holiness inside them. When we really internalize matzah,
We can be in the presence of a tense situation and be looking for how we can bring holiness to it. Internalizing matzah means having a pure heart. It means letting what really matters be our guide.
Create up your heart in me, Great Spirit. Create up your heart in me. Create up your heart in me, Great Spirit. Create up your heart in me, and renew a true soul within me, and renew a true soul within, and renew a true soul within me, and renew a true soul within.
Create up your heart in me, Great Spirit. Create up your heart in me. Create up your heart in me, Great Spirit. Create up your heart in me, and renew a true soul within me, and renew a true soul within, and renew a true soul within me, and renew a true soul within.
Create up your heart in me, Great Spirit. Create up your heart in me. Create up your heart in me, Great Spirit. Create up your heart in me, and renew a true soul within me, and renew a true soul within, and renew a true soul within me, and renew a true soul within.
And renew a true soul within. And renew a true soul within.
When we pray and we open up together, we don't want our prayer and our awareness and our consciousness and our love to just stay here in this room. We want to extend it out to those who need it, those who are in need of healing from physical illness, mental illness, or addiction. Want to invite you to bring to mind the people in your life that are in need of healing, and we'll have an opportunity to say the names out loud. It'll be kind of just all at once. We'll bring it all into the room. You'll say it out. and then we'll chant El Na Rafana La. God, please heal our loved ones. So please, and if you're online, please say your name, the names of your loved ones in your home.
Refanala, Elna, Refanala,
Join us.
Elna, Refanala, Elna, Refanala.
We always conclude our service with the Aleinu prayer, that it's upon us to praise the name, to be a part of the tikkun of the world, the repair, that we need to take this awareness of connection that we're a part of and bring it into our lives in concrete ways. So this setting of the Aleinu prayer focuses on the center, the very center of the prayer has the words Ein Od. There is no other. There is no other than God. There is nothing else than this infinite presence, this beautiful presence. We may not see it. We may feel separate. People may act from an illusion of that separateness. But the truth is, there is no place empty of the Holy One. Ein Od. So this is an opportunity to just chant those two words, Ein Od, over and over again. And if you'd like, when the rest of the words of the Aleinu prayer come, you can join in that.
Eno, 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 Aleinu lishabeach ladonakum, leteklia leyotzer bereshi, shelo asanu kegoyei haratzon, velo samanu k'mishpechot adama, shelo samchokenu kachem, וגורלנו כחול המונה, נו, אינו, 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 ואנחנו ומודי לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא אינו
You may be seated. In our temple family, we continue to remember our members' parents who have died this past year. If I say the name of your loved one, please stand in honor of your connection to them, whether you're here in the chapel or tuning in through live stream. Muriel Rudolph, Ruth Lupel, Esther Shapiro, and Libby Zweig. And this week we also observe the following yard sites. These names reflect the current week from last Sunday to this Shabbat. If it's your custom to observe the week going forward, or if your loved one's name is not on the list, after I finish saying the names, please say the name of your loved one. Renee Adler, Rose Aaron, Ernie Binstock, Rabbi Meyer Blumenfeld, Maxwell Dax, Robert Danto, Gerald Diskin, Herman Elliott, Saul Eskow, Abby Feiner, Jacob Felsenfeld, Lillian Galatz, Nathan Goldberg, Bela Maskin Goodman, Ada Greenberg, Marion Grossman, John Hanna, Arnold Held, Jerome Hirsch, Joyce Hurwitz, Moshe Igulnikov, Sonia Jacobson, Jaime Kaplan, Louis Kaplan, Estelle Cass, Ruth Blanche Katzberg, Deborah Ann Kuhn, Ronald Letterman, Sarah Liebert, Leslie Liebhaber, Edward Murkow, Margie Neeson, Carolyn Puser, Lou Piltz, Carla Polek, Herbert Rosen, Edna Mae Sampson, Albert Schneier, Rose Silverman, Barbara Simons, Mark Sloan, Ida Smolinski, Herbert Smolinski, Brian Sternberg, Carl Strauss, Daniel Teichman, Mark Turovets, Melvin Warshaw, Gila Weinberger. Anybody else that we're saying Kaddish for? You may stand or sit according to your custom for mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shmei rabbah v'alma divra kirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael ba'agala uvizman kariv imru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevarach le'olam omei omaya Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei d'kudisha ha'brichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tush v'chata v'nechamata damiran b'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Osei shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru amen. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be for a blessing. You may be seated. Big thanks to our musicians, to Mikey Pauker, and to all of our musicians who make this service so special and sacred and holy. Special thank you to Wendy and Andy Schwartz for sponsoring tonight's Oneg in memory of Miriam Weinberger and Sydney Schwartz. Thank you, guys. Please consider sponsoring an oneg or kiddush in honor of someone or something, or in memory of a loved one. It's a beautiful way to honor them. If this service is very special to you, consider sponsoring this service, but any is good. All details can be found on our website, but a few things to note. Torah study meets on Zoom on Saturdays at 9 a.m. and we'll begin meeting in person on site here Saturday, May 4th. Tomorrow's Saturday morning Shabbat service is at 9:30, and it's our special musical meditative Jerusalem Shabbat service, which will also be leading with Mikey and with Evan. So if you like tonight's Soul Spark and would like to join in the morning and hear Torah, have a lunch that follows, make some l'chaims with some schnapps, please come tomorrow morning. As we know that Monday is the eve of Passover, and we're going to prepare for the holiday. We have a special spiritual preparation for Passover on Monday morning at 7:30 a.m. 7:30 a.m. at the home of Brad Shapiro. What we'll do is we'll do a little learning, and then if you have chametz to burn, there's a custom that you not only clear out the chametz from your house, this puffed upness that keeps us seeking after experiences and things instead of being present with what is. You want to burn some of that stuff, come, we'll burn it together. It'll be a lovely way to start, 7:30. You can contact me, send me an email, and I'll send you the address. Please note that our offices are closed Tuesday and Wednesday in observance of the holiday. You can check out our website for service times. First day of Passover service, 9:30 a.m. in the chapel here on Tuesday morning, April 23rd. For anyone in need of a little extra support, our healing service is every Tuesday on Zoom at 6:30 p.m., but we will be taking off for Passover on Tuesday. And finally, please join us on Sunday, April 28th at 9:30 a.m. for some special mystical Passover learning with myself and Chaim Lev from Portland. It will be at the home of Ellen Prince. You can register online and you'll get the address for that. There will be a kosher for Passover brunch, music, teachings from Kabbalah, all about Passover themes and preparing us for the counting of the Omer, which will continue through to Shavuot. So Shabbat Shalom and an early Chag Sameach. Before we do our closing song and then Kiddush and Hamotzi, we have this wonderful custom of bringing a little bit of joy and healing through a challah to those in our community that can't be here because of illness or who are grieving. If you want to do this mitzvah, you just raise your hand and there's directions here. You can take it after services. You can give a call beforehand. You can also do it tomorrow if you can't do it tonight. This one is for Lori. Oh, sorry, I won't say the name. This one is to Aliso Viejo, close by. Excellent. That hand went up fast. Thank you. That's also another thing about the matzah not rising, that the rabbis teach that just like you hurry to bake the matzah, you should always hurry to do a mitzvah. Because in the Torah, matzah and mitzvah are the same because you don't have the vowels. All right, this one goes to Lake Forest. Lake Forest. Who's going to hurry to take it to Lake Forest? Yes. Our Wendy Schwartz, our Hinenu Caring Committee co-chair, bring in a little bit of that love. All right. So we're going to close with an Oseh Shalom melody that you may recognize. It's a Debbie Friedman melody. And really want to, at this point, really invite in just a lot of the heaviness that we've been holding in the Middle East. The war that continues to go on and so many lives that are lost. And we know that somehow the solution has to come from some kind of higher consciousness and awareness that's going to allow people to talk together and work that out. So when we sing Oseh Shalom, may God who makes peace in the high places, that deepest awareness, bring it into all of us here. And if you'd like to stand, bring that energy of peace, please do.
Oh, say shalom, bimroma, huya say shalom, aleinu, ve'akol veimeru, amen. Ose shalom, bimroma, uya ase shalom, aleinu, ve'akol Yisrael, veimeru, amen. Ose shalom, bimroma, uya ase shalom, aleinu, ve'akol Yisrael, veimeru, amen. Ose shalom, bimromam, huya ase shalom, aleinu, ve'akol Yisrael, veimeru, amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reshit ki hu yom techila lamikra'e kodesh zecher litziat Mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim ve'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mikadesh hashavat. L'chaim or chamatzah. There's juice and wine and challah outside. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Shabbat shalom.